Good morning. It's a beautiful morning. It's an exciting morning. Uh, I look forward to another week. It's a Monday, so it's a great time to look forward to another week. But this week is a little different than the last few weeks have been. I work at a school, so I've had my summer off. And this week starts up a new chapter. We register for school at the end of the week, and next week school will be cranked back up. And thinking on that this morning, I got to thinking about new chapters, new beginnings. Of course, it makes me reflect back to yesterday's message on change and how so much has changed I'm looking forward to seeing how the children changed. I work in a school that's a pre-K to 8th grade. So I get the privilege of watching these precious children grow and change every year. I've seen some of them since they were in preschool, and I've watched them grow all the way until they've left 8th grade. I've even had the privilege now of some of our high schoolers that are graduating. I've known since they were in younger grades, like, second, third grade. So I've been there long enough now. I'm starting to see some of the high schoolers that I've watched grow since they were in preschool. And my son's going to be a sophomore, and it's just a privilege to watch these kids grow up. And I tell my husband works for the school as well, and he's a bus driver. And we were just discussing how it's time for a new year. Wipe the slate clean and let all the kids start off fresh. And on the bus, if a kid misbehaves, he assigns them a seat to sit in. And I was like, let's wipe the slate clean. Let the kids start off the year, and let's see what they've done over the summer. Some of them physically changed. They've gotten taller. They may have let their hair grow out. They may have cut their hair. They've changed their style. Some of the kids, they have matured, and they won't even seem like the same kid. So we're like, okay, we wipe the slate clean. I try to do that each school year anyways. And just laughed when my husband says, I think I'm going to try that with the bus. Just clean slate, everybody starts off fresh. And it reminds me of what the Lord does for us every day. The Scripture tells us He has new mercies. Every day we wake up, God gives us another opportunity to make a difference. Another opportunity to be a light. Another opportunity to change something. And even if we make mistakes and we fall, He will pick us up and dust us off and say, okay, that's okay. You know what? We'll start over again. Only, though, if we asked Him for the hand up. God stands beside us and waits for us. He lets us go through things. He lets us experience things. And yes, He lets us even be wild and rebellious. He doesn't like it. But He gives us free choice and free will. He wants us to freely come to Him. And He's always there with forgiveness. The thing is we've got to call out to Jesus and say, forgive me for my mistakes. And when we holler and we call and we cry out to Jesus, He says, okay, I've just been waiting on you. And He picks us up, He dusts us off, and He goes, okay, now let's go about this. I'm right here. Talk to me. I'll guide you. Listen to me. I'll guide you. Every year about this time, the Lord reminds me, these children are entrusted to you, not just by their parents, but by me. Entrusted to you to make a difference. And it's our responsibility as adults to make the difference. How we treat children makes a difference on who they become sometimes. how they see the world, well, it's an exact resemblance of how they see us sometimes. As they get older, they'll have to make decisions for themselves and be responsible for themselves. But right now, they're looking at us. They're looking at the adults and saying, how am I supposed to be? So remember that when you're walking your walk. So I'm finding myself this morning going, God, there's going to be kids looking and going, how am I supposed to be? And when they see me, when they see Miss Cindy in the hall, I don't want them to see Miss Cindy, the oh hateful one, or Miss Cindy, the laughter one, or Miss Cindy, whatever. I want them to see me through your eyes. When they see me, they see you. Because we're to resemble the Lord. That's what the name Christian is to be Christ-like. Every year at this time, I also set myself a new goal. And something I want to strive to achieve this year. And I find my same goal this year as I was last year. Lord, do they see you when they see me? It's a song I've heard sung several times. And he's reminded me sometimes the only Jesus anyone ever sees is the Jesus inside of you. I know we're not all teachers or staff or janitors or bus drivers, but every one of us has a smaller person looking up to us. No matter what you do, no matter what your job title is, there's always a child looking to see how you behave and how you act and how you handle things. What kind of person do you want that child to be? There was a phrase on the wall at school I read several times last year, and a friend of mine uses quite often, a colleague. Be the difference you want to see in the world. You want to see a different world? Start with yourself. That's my lesson this morning from God. The difference I want to see in the students I work with, I need to start with myself. The difference I want to see in the colleagues I work with and the people I meet, start with myself. Change how I see them. Change how I treat them. Change how I react to whatever they say or whatever they do. New year, new beginning, new excitement. And I'm looking forward to this school year. I hope today, as you start your day, or whenever this video gets on, that it's a great day. And that you take the time to value who you spend time with, and to realize change is a part of life. It's how we handle the change that makes us who we are. It's not what happens to us that makes us who we are. It's how we handle what happens to us and how we respond to it. That makes us who we are. And I believe in you. God's got great plans for you. Enjoy. And don't forget, Jesus is out with you. He will walk with you every step. But He will not force Himself in your life. You have to ask Him to take a walk. Have a great day. God bless.